Honorable Chair, before the meeting of 31st July 2025, I had a back and forth movement seeking authorization to pay enhanced salaries. In a letter dated December 18th, this should be 2024, it's cut, but I'll get another one. The chairperson wrote to the to the Minister of Public Service seeking adjustments.
I'm according you 2 minutes with the CID. They have something critical to discuss with you. Just pause a bit. They are coming there. No, come for the CID. Sit with me. And just 2 minutes. Then they can.
Thank you, Chair, for the
Minister of Public Service responded to the letter of the chairperson, but directed it to me as accounting officer. And she noted that Uganda Human Rights Commission was not one of those institutions that was earmarked for salary enhancement. Now, when we made further consultations, we were advised to send in a cabinet memorandum. I did that, but still with the instructions of the chairperson, the commission planner was sent to withdraw the cabinet memo from cabinet secretariat. But that office being an office that know what they're doing, they formally sent it back to the Minister of Justice, the parent ministry, with a few queries. But to date, that cabinet memo has not been followed. I was stopped by the chairperson from following it up. I can also hand in this document, that request. Unfortunately, I did not carry the response of the PS public service to me, but I have it. I can still send it. It was negative. Her guidance was that we get a cabinet memo. When I insisted on this, there was an emergency.
Assistant to submit. Yes, when they insisted?
When I insisted on a cabinet memo,
to do what?
And to get a minute to enhance salaries for chairperson,
yes,
and members of the commission, an emergency meeting of the commission was held on 31st July 2025, directing me to pay the enhanced salaries. A lot of conversation took place there. I was accused by the chairperson as a very bad person that is blocking the enhancement of salaries, money that she worked hard to get from government, and her life she put in danger to get the money.
Those things are written or?
They are in these meetings.
Hey,
yes.
So
the commission held on 31st July 2025.
Okay.
This is an edited version. She edited out where they had ordered me to resign if I don't pay the salary. I have it here. It's a big record.
So there was a question of enhanced salary,
yes,
which according to you was not approved.
Was not approved.
But they required you to pay it and
yes,
to follow their guidance.
Yes, and which is contained in this.
And then you declined as accounting officer.
I paid.
You paid?
Yes. But when I wrote
you paid, but also followed up with
the PSST,
yes,
subsequently sought guidance from the Attorney General.
Yes.
When the Attorney General wrote to the PSST, I happened to get a copy which was presented in the commission meeting. That was another offense that I committed for seeking that guidance from the PSST.
So they accused you of seeking guidance?
Yes, and conniving with officials in the Ministry of Finance and the Office of the Attorney General to block the salary. It's one of the reasons contributing to termination of contract also is the issue of the salary, which is limited here.
So you're allowing the ladies also to go on record to have received it? Yes?
Chair, the rest are just communication on administrative communications. This was a copy of the cabinet memorandum that is submitted and was blocked.
If you find them relevant to your explanation, you can submit all on record.
Honorable Chair and members, these are memos where I was forced into signing my roles.
You were forced into signing your
The forced delegation.
You were forced to delegate your roles.
Yes.
To
It was also a minute of the commission. All this chair passed through the commission meeting where she asked them that my roles should be assigned to the other two officers. And the allegation why the roles were to be signed was that I'm not implementing commission decisions. And the decisions I was being accused for were things like that payment of honoraria, paying the money to the personal account, quelling the chairpersons. For instance, Honorable, allow me to use an example or use your name. Honorable has been invited. Okay, sorry.
let's use the word number X.
Okay, X is invited to attend a meeting of the commission. And I know X works within town, and our budget states 100,000 shillings for transport refund. But here a requisition has come from the office of the chairperson requesting me to pay X 500,000 facilitation. And I said, look, what is facilitation here? In the chart of accounts, please tell me whether it is fuel refund, sitting allowance, paper presentation, that I should not ask. I should only take it the way it has come. Foreign travels, we are traveling to Australia, Geneva, where the air tickets travel itinerary to enable us to determine the days. No, you don't have the right to ask. This is office of the chairperson. Now, going back to the issue of
And by chairperson, you mean who?
Honorable Wangadya.
Okay.
Now, going back to I know the meeting is taking place in the commission boardroom. And member X is coming from within the central business district. And I'm here being ordered to pay 500,000. I need to know why. And there are times it's like, if it's fuel refund, 500 is too much for X who stays within the central business district. I think 100 would suffice. Oh, even our budget is 100. That one shouldn't be asked. Foreign travels, I shouldn't be asked.
So you were meant to forced to spend above what is planned on particular items.
No, I wouldn't say so. We would get back to it, but it's the source of the problem for me. We'll get back to the budget, but it's the source of the problem. The accounting officer has become very big with the Director of Finance. In fact, I was sat together with the Director of Finance, Mr. Turijin.
Mr.
Christopher Turijin.
Turijin.
Yes, Director of Finance.
Yes.
So I think those were the main issues, and especially when the matter is taken before the commission and a resolution of the commission is sought. And then later, I'm hesitant because I know it's not correct, is when now, as a final result, she split the roles of the office of the secretary. So resisting handing over the role of accounting officer because I know that appointment is different, is by the PSST. I refused to hand over that function. So I wrote to the PS. Until actually I left office, I was still performing that role. I did not handover. Meanwhile, the planner handled all administrative issues. For instance, he took the position of the responsible officer. He reported directly to the chairperson. He discussed the budgets with the chairperson directly, that not even a member of the finance committee would query anything on the budget after Mukasa has discussed with the chairperson.
So the planner was called who?
Mr. Mukasa.
Mukasa.
Yes.
What was his role?
He's a planner, but empowered by the commission, and in particular, Honorable Wangadya, in performing the delegated authorities of the secretary to the commission.
So whatever Mukasa could decide could not even go into the finance committee. Couldn't be questioned.
It shouldn't be questioned because he would have a discussion with Commissioner Crispin Kahero, Honorable Chairperson, and Nansaba Pauline. In fact, the three ran the commission.
Who?
Commissioner Crispin Kahero,
Yes.
Honorable Chairperson,
Yes.
and Nansaba Pauline.
And Nansaba Pauline was, you said, was a personal assistant.
A personal assistant promoted to director, complaints. She's in
Promoted.
everything.
When was, in which period was she promoted?
Around April 2025.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, with that background, when we look at the expenditure within the report, who authorized this? For example, the diversion of 70 billion.
Honorable Chairperson,
Those documents, if they are on the report, assist her to submit, they may be useful for her clarification. I want to speak about the money meant for partitioning of the head office that was misspent.
Chair, from you and the members, I held on to the role of accounting officer. I did not hand it over, despite the hardships. So I want to apologize to this committee that it was an omission on my part, that I used that money for partitioning to procure furniture. And the reason why I did that, we were meant to shift to the jail's towers in Nakuru, and we were required not to carry there our obsolete furniture, and most of our furniture were obsolete. Now, I own this, Honorable Chair, and with an apology, I took a decision as accounting officer and authorized. And my thinking was that we have just spent over 300 million partitioning Rumi building, and we were to dismantle. I don't know where this dismantle. Should we put in more money in partitioning, which is very, very temporal, and we are required by the landlord to pull down for the few days that we were going to be in the building? I thought it would not be wise to inject more money in partitioning that building because we had already spent a lot. But there was this need here for furniture. So, Chair, I authorized that. The observation of the Auditor General that the work plan was not amended. That is true because these were last minute things towards the end of the financial year. I did write to the PSST, but in reporting, it wouldn't substantially disorganize reporting because furniture and fittings are on the same item where we had also budgeted for partitioning. The same line item. But I acknowledge the need for moving from partitioning to
Do you have a record of what was procured?
Yes, Honorable Chair. I noted it here, but I spoke to the procurement officer in the Uganda Human Rights Commission. She sent it on mail. Chair, if you can allow, I'll send it on mail to the clerk. Procurement procedures were followed. There are minutes of contracts committee. Deliveries of those items were done to the UHRC
So
store.
you will deliver. We don't have to discuss a document that is not yet here. You will deliver.
Yes. Can I mention maybe
Okay.
the items that were bought?
Okay, mention first the items.
The delivery notes were there.
Yes.
Footsteps furniture supplied us. There are 8 pieces of coat hangers. One bookshelf or 1 unit. 8 executive high back chairs. 8 table decor. This one, there's this big table. Then there's this other small tables, usually maybe for computers and other things. Then 8 executive tables. Chair, these items were delivered fully to the store, and I have records of the delivery plus the procurement records. I take responsibility for not seeking authority, and I apologize for that.
Miss Margaret Luce Eja appeared to concede on the irregular expense of 7.41 million with explanation as we have captured in record. And she has offered also to avail proof of what was actually procured. We shall capture it as that, and then we shall proceed and interrogate equally the other item, and shall make the appropriate finding. In the circumstances, and to be effective in our interrogation of this matter, Ms. Ejan Luce alludes to a work relation and a work arrangement where there are pressures from her seniors at work, and there is a revelation of money meant for commission activities being paid on accounts of the personal assistant of the chairperson. You said you first paid to, what was the first name? Pauline Nansamba, then later you started paying to?
At the time of Nansamba,
Yes.
we paid foreign travels all to her
On her personal account.
As she left office, we paid monies for activities and some foreign travels to Miss Nabete.
Ms. Nabet, was there a specific write-up from the chairperson, or?
Honorable Chairperson would never write. Her PA.
What about accounting? She could account? After using the money, she could file accountability?
Before I left office, I spoke to the now acting Director of Finance and asked whether the accountabilities were there. He said yes, but personally now I do not have the opportunity to look at the accountabilities.
So you never looked at the accountabilities, but you were briefed by who?
I was briefed by Mr. Kaketo Dennis.
Mr. Kaketo?
Yes, the current Director of Finance.
Kaketo Dennis, that there is accountability?
Yes.
Okay. So I think with that revelation, unless there is anything concerning, I want to let the witness to harmonize the other retrieval of evidence with the support of our CID. And if you have anything additional to say, you can tell us now.